Internet.
Come on. What's up? Hello, everybody. My name is Graham Elwood.
I'm Ron Placone. Howdy, howdy.
We're here. It is Sunday, September 8th, 2019.
Yeah.
We are been on the road
For 6 years.
For 6 years. Yes, Krillin 876. This is live.
Live AF.
Live AF, kids. So we are in Iowa City. We were just in Minneapolis last night.
Driving, and we are pretty tired. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
We're gonna rally here, but yeah, and our connection's not the greatest, but we're gonna plow through it the best we can.
Yeah. That's
and we are having a blast, a slightly drowsy blast.
A drowsy blast.
But a blast nonetheless. A drowsy blast is what they call some of the snowstorms they get in Iowa. I think that's something they can say.
Normally I would do this at 3 p.m. Pacific. We're doing it at 2 p.m. Pacific because it's 4 p.m. where we're at. At 5:30, Bernie is doing a rally here in Iowa City. So this stream will be maybe an hour, not that much longer than an hour. And then we were going to go cover the Bernie Sanders rally and then do our show.
Allergies. This is the place for it.
Season.
It's fall in the Midwest.
Yes.
Pollen everywhere.
Pollen.
Right? That's yeah.
It's a lot of pollen.
Yeah.
So hello Niagara Falls. Hello Costa Rica. Oh, love Costa Rica.
A lot of places.
Love Costa Rica.
A lot of places represented.
Yeah, so the tour's been great. We did Omaha Wednesday, which was super fun. We
Yes.
did Sioux Falls, which small crowd. The people were there.
Small but mighty.
Small but mighty. Madison was fantastic.
Yes.
And as Ron was saying last night, Minneapolis was awesome. It was sold out.
Minneapolis, you do not disappoint.
Yeah.
I love you so much, and you always rise to the occasion.
It was great. Philly's here. Germany's here.
Philly, we'll see you next year.
Boise in the
Tucson, we'll see you in February.
February 8th, we're doing Tucson.
February 8th, mark your calendar. Tickets are not quite available yet, but they will be available this week. So February 8th, Tucson, mark your calendar. We're there.
Yeah, we're going to do this
We are there.
7th in Lake Havasu, the 8th in Tucson, and then the 9th is a live Jimmy Dore show in Tempe, which we will be involved with. So shaving your knuckles from justice. We love you here in Savannah. Right on. Krillin 876, shave your knuckles for justice. One great way to support the show is what Krillin 876 did. If you hit the dollar icon there, you can donate to the show and you support it. I get 100% of that transactional revenue. That's a great way to support the show. Also, 67 people watching, 15 likes. Hit the like button. It's a great free way to support the show. Likes, shares, subscribe, share this on your social media. All that helps. Krillin 876 question is Steyer really in the third debate or is that fake news? My understanding is he is in the third debate. He bought his way in because he's a billionaire, and Tulsi is not in, which is bullshit. And then they were going to do debates on the 12th and 13th, but now they're not doing the 13th. They're just doing the 12th, was our understanding that we read yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So there will only be one debate in September on this Thursday, the 12th. I will go live immediately following. I was trying to get the studio that I did the Political Vigilante game show in to do a panel where I was going to have like Ron and somebody else I could get, but that studio was not available. So I will be just doing it live. I will watch the debates and then I will go live immediately following from the Political Vigilante World Headquarters. Near the surf break that I go surfing with Putin in. So that's what we know.
Graham, I caught the best wave. You missed it.
So
I caught this wave. I took it all the way in.
Everywhere.
I had a great idea for a new meme while I was riding the wave. I caught the wave right time. Thought of new meme.
Oh,
where's your laptop? I need Photoshop right now. You continue catching waves, but I need computer.
I want to surf Goofy Foot. Surf Goofy Foot. I
look forward to Australian tour. I'm ready to surf there.
I surf Goofy Foot. I want to try other side of wave. What's up, rural Illinois? Hello.
Is that another question?
Here is another question. Jedi Mullet 77, shave your knuckles for justice. Boy, I need a lot of justice shaving. I had some hairy knuckles. Graham, that sneezing is from that cancer you got from driving by wind energy farms. Ron, have you watched?
That's funny.
Yeah,
that was Trump, wasn't it? Trump had that moment.
Oh,
yeah,
so dumb.
I have not watched Pump yet, and I apologize for that. I know I need to get on it. Yeah, I need to watch that. Jedi Mullet's been recommending that for
a while,
for 25 years now, and I still have not done it, and I apologize.
I watch it. It's a good film, and then I also talked about it on Comedy Film Nerds. which is my movie podcast.
So I'll listen to the episode first, then I'll watch it.
Yeah, get your cliff notes from me, dude. So what's up, Montucky? What's up, Astria? Hello from Austria. Oh, Astria. God, I'm an idiot. Austria.
Austria,
hello.
yeah.
Hello.
Astria is right next to Austria. It's below it. It's
Right
below it.
No, yeah, I remember that from school. The S in Illinois is silent. Sheesh. Illinois? I didn't say Illinois.
Illinois. Illinois is an album by Sufjan Stevens. Illinois is a place.
Right. America desperately needs Tulsi and for her to keep her word if she wins. Yeah, I'd love to see Tulsi. Look,
it's such bullshit that they have those cherry pick polls for the debate. It should be, if you have enough individual donors that have given to you and want to see you on that stage, then you should be on that stage.
So it should be the rules that they initially established?
Yeah, it should be based on your grassroots support. And if you have enough of it, so that's why, even people I don't agree, I'm glad Andrew Yang is still on the stage because he has that grassroots support.
Sure.
And he deserves to be on that stage. So does Tulsi Gabbard. Anyone meeting that threshold, they screwed Mike Gravel.
Yes.
And this is nothing new. They always, at least every election I've been cognizant of in my lifetime, they always try to get the anti-war voices off first.
Of course.
That's always been the way it is. In 2008, who did they make up the rules as they went along with to screw? In the general, it was Dennis Kucinich and Ron Paul. Two people that don't have a lot in common except when it comes to war. And they tried to get those two off first, and they succeeded by making up these bogus war rules. Yeah. And we just kind of took it. And you know what? It's ridiculous. We can't take this anymore. It's having a twisted sister moment. I apologize. Yeah,
Heather Johnson says, I think Tulsi should run third party. What do you think? Look, there's still a lot of time left to see what happens. There's a lot of debates. We haven't even had the primaries yet. We haven't even had the Iowa caucuses yet. So next spring, we're going to really see. And if they still keep doing this and screwing everybody, I'm all for. If Bernie and Tulsi and like Nina Turner and AOC just said the hell with this and started their own third party, and like Bernie Tulsi or Tulsi Bernie ran in the general, man, they. I mean, I wish it would have happened in 2017. Yeah, I really wish it would have happened. That they just would have started a new party. But I know that would have been great. That would have been great. Jedi Mullet 77, folks. If you're a YouTube Red subscriber, you get one free $2 super chat per month. So jump in. It's a great way to support the show, and it doesn't cost you any extra money. Jedi Mullet 77. The true pronunciation of Illinois is Illinois. So Illinois. No, that's not. That's not it. That's not it. No, it's Illinois. 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 No. I don't know what you're doing to that word. Illinois. No. I'll get it eventually. You just Beto O'Rourke, Illinois, is what you just did. I should have stood on a table while I did it. And waved your arm. I'll stand on a table, wave my arm, and pronounce Illinois like a million different ways. Hey, what's the Spanish term for second most money from the oil lobby? How do you say that in Spanish? Do you know how to say that? Does anyone out there know how to say that in Spanish? Dude in El Paso. I think that's how you say it. I sold out. How do you say that in Spanish? Virtuoso, shave your knuckles for justice. Hey, Graham, who's your favorite X-Men character? Well, as we look on my shirt here, that's a tough one. I like Wolverine, of course, a lot. Storm is really cool. Dr. Xavier's cool. I'd probably have to go Wolverine. Everybody loves Wolverine. Yeah, he's so badass. How can you not like Wolverine? He's the outsider. I liked him when he was drawn in the comics, this era of comic, and then I loved how he's, portrayed in the films. And I think one could argue that Wolverine is a progressive because he kind of helped find Canada. Yeah. Right? Like, wasn't that Wolverine's thing? Because he's like 1 billion years old or whatever. Yes. So he helped find Canada. Yeah, he found Canada. Not by himself, but he was part of the group. Yeah, Isn't that part of his story? That's a thing. I don't know. Where's Mancini when you need him? he can set us straight on all this. Citizens Media TV, shave your knuckles for justice, Jeff. If you want to learn about MMT, go to my MMT playlist. It's a bunch of interviews with Jeff Epstein, not the pedophile, sex trafficking, horrifying one. It's a common name. And still, when people watch any of my Epstein videos, they will see this Citizens Media TV Jeff's name in the credits and lose their shit. Like, I'm taking money or like.
Oh, they don't realize.
No, they don't realize that more than one person could have that name.
So Jeff Epstein sings the harmony on the Get Your News On with Ron
Yes.
theme song. So are there people out there who think it was that Jeff Epstein that sings the harmony? It's a different Jeff Epstein. If anyone thought that, I never harmonized with
Epstein, common name. Jeff, common name.
Yeah.
Not crazy that they got put together more than once.
Yeah. I've never gotten that from anybody. I mean, if I did, no one ever said anything.
Well, I'm attracting more wing nuts now. I don't know what's going on. But Tom Stair commercial just aired before this vid. Oh, my God. So great. Tom Stair's buying ad time. So let the Tom Stair ad play all the way through, folks. I know it's annoying, especially when there's some right wing or crazy or Tom Stair thing.
Mute him and have him say something different. Like mute him and then do a thing like, I'm a big douchebag who thinks I should be running for president. I have $1 billion. There's so many better things I could do with my money to help the planet if I wanted to, but I'm a narcissist.
I made my money from Australian coal mines and private prisons. Now I think I'm progressive.
Mm-hmm.
So one great way to support the show, in addition to what Citizens Media TV did, is watch the ads all the way through on the regular videos. When you click skip ad, we do not get paid. Open up a separate browser window. All that stuff helps. Hit the like button. 174 people watching, 54 likes. Status quo watchers. Oh, love us some Jordan Sheridan. Thank you so much. Enging Atik. $2. I meant $20. Have a beer on me. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Favorite X-Men Superman triggered. Haha, funny. So let's go, Danny O'Brien. Danny, thank you so much for supporting the show. You're making Gotham great again. Hope you're seeing you in Seattle on September 15th with Jimmy. Crash or camp on Vashon Island at my place. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Danny. I will not be there. I'm actually opening up for Lee Camp. He's going to be at the Ventura Harbor Comedy Club in Ventura, California. I'm opening up for him. So I will not be at that Jimmy Dore show in Seattle. But Ron and I
we'll be back on April 24th.
April 24th, we will be in Seattle. And then probably the 25th, we will be doing Portland. We're going to do a little weekend. We're going to do more weekends because being like this trip was fun and everything. But being gone 5-6 days just is cutting into too much of the stuff that Ron and I have to do back in LA. So we're going to do more weekends in bigger markets. So we will be there in April.
And we locked some 2020 stuff in. So stay tuned because there's going to be tickets available and announcements soon for January, February, March, and April and beyond. So
yes, we're locking in all kind of dates.
Tucson, we're coming. Seattle, we're coming. Albuquerque, we're coming. Florida, we're coming back.
Yep.
Minneapolis, we're definitely going to be back before the election.
Yes.
So we're coming back. A lot of cities. Colorado, we're coming.
Yeah.
East Coast, we're coming back. Burlington, Vermont, we're not going to miss you this time. Portland, Maine, we're going to hit you.
Like Cleveland,
Detroit, we're coming. Louisville, we're coming back. Indianapolis, we're coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
So it's going to roll out hard in 2020. So come
Charlotte, Nashville, Atlanta. All right, you guys get it. We're coming to a lot of
just
places.
pay attention to both of our websites.
Yeah,
and
there's time. We're going to do this.
It'll really help your life. Frank Friel, shave your knuckles for justice. They will screw Bernie. They have screwed Tulsi. Epstein was murdered right in front of us. We're going to have to save ourselves. We're going to have to rebel. I mean, for real. Frank, I don't disagree with that. It's we have to do mass resistance. I'm very much in favor of nonviolent resistance, but we got to shut stuff down. General strike on weekdays.
And it's hard to do, but I mean, and that's set up by design. You know, when people are working 2 and 3 jobs to survive and they are one paycheck away from not being able to make rent or pay for food, that's by design. And it's so we don't have mass strikes and stuff like that. So I get it. It's not an easy scenario that we're in, but
well, it's also too like
we need a movement.
I remember Jimmy pointed this out. Like, look at excuse me, in France, they have free healthcare. So they're not worried about losing their jobs.
Yeah.
It's hard to strike when if you lose your job, that's where you get your healthcare from.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's again by design. It's all by design. Frank, thank you so much for supporting the show, and you're not wrong. The K-Line Report, boom, making America shave its knuckles for justice. Have you seen comedian Hassan take down neoliberal Trudeau on Netflix Patriot Act show? No, I have not.
I heard something about it.
Oh, really?
Apparently, he held his feet to the fire.
Nice.
Yeah, like Hassan Minhaj, right?
I believe so.
That's
yes.
the name. And yeah, apparently he interviewed Trudeau and kind of came at him pretty good and kind of held his feet to the fire. I have not seen it, so if you're like, he didn't really do that, Ron. Okay, man, I'm just saying what I heard on Twitter. But I heard apparently he did a really good job. I've never really watched that show before, but I did hear good things about that interview. So
good to know. Good to know. Yeah, Tom Steer is taking Tulsi's spot. You got that right. Larry the Truth. Where'd you go, Larry the Truth? Larry, thank you so much for supporting the show. So what do you think of Republican Warren? No Medicare for all for her campaign. She's a Republican.
I can't believe she's backpedaling. That's very out of character.
That's weird.
Has she ever done that before?
No, it's not like
this is like the first time.
No. Yeah.
I can't think of any other time.
No, it wasn't like she was a Republican until she was 47.
Right. Yeah, that totally didn't happen.
It's not like she was a Republican in her early 20s and then 47. I just turned 50. So 3 years ago, was I a Republican 3 years ago?
Were you?
No. No, sir. I was a libertarian in my 20s.
Were you?
Yeah. Yeah, I voted libertarian in 96. I voted for Bill Clinton in 92, which I did begrudgingly because I wanted Jerry Brown, who has since gone farther to the right.
Yeah,
I wanted Brown in the 92 election. I voted for Bill Clinton as the lesser of two evils because that's what I thought was the best thing to do. And then I saw what he did in his first 4 years. NAFTA, the prison bill, sanctioning Iraq that caused 500,000 kids to die, and Madeleine Albright going, it had to happen. And I voted for the Libertarian in 96.
Mm-hmm.
And my friends got mad at me. You're going to let Bob Dole win. And I said, no, I'm not. I go, if Bill Clinton can't win California, I was living in California in 96. I go, if he can't win California, he fucking shouldn't, then he can't be a Democratic president. So
my first vote for president was John Kerry, which I was not real excited. I was just like, we have to get rid of Bush, which we did. But, of course, my favorite candidate was Nader, but I felt like we really had to get rid of Bush. I was in college and my friends were going to Iraq, and so I voted for Kerry, and we remember what happened there.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. So Liz Warren being a Republican until she was 47? No. And what she just did this year? She stood up and applauded when Trump said this will never be a socialist company. Same thing.
Yeah, same thing at this point.
America's a company.
Might as well just
say what
the United Corporations.
Might as well just call it that. She stood up and clapped. She gave Trump an extra $80 billion for the war machine 2 years ago. That's who Liz Warren is. I'm not a fan of hers at all.
Liz Warren backpedals more than an employee at a bicycle repair shop. It's ridiculous. And I mean, how many benefits of the doubt can you give her?
Yeah. She says the right things because she's just repeating Bernie Sanders' talking points from his 2016 campaign and things he said, I don't know, for the last 4 decades. So that's what she's doing. 267 views, 89 likes. Hit the like button, everybody. Jedi Mullet 77. Boom. Shave them. Sorry, I meant ill and noi. Can't spell word.
Can't spell worth a shit.
Can't spell word
yeah.
A snit. Nice. Asheville, Atlanta, or Greenville? Atlanta.
Definitely
for sure.
Atlanta. Definitely Atlanta.
Yeah. Hello, Poppy Cakes.
I think it's Poopy Cakes. I always say Poopy Cakes.
I'm going to say Poppy because I don't want to hear that sort of talk.
Goal!
Andrew Goal! Thank you for $20. Super chat. Shave your knuckles for justice.
And Paul, we're trying to come to San Diego in January.
Yeah, we're looking to do because San Diego we could just do on it. We don't have to put a whole tour together. So
we can just do it, man.
Dude,
it's right in our neighborhood. So we will be back in San Diego, probably in January. And burn you, bro. We're definitely coming back to Boston.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Boston was rad. Boston was great. We'll be back on the East Coast in the next summer. July, we're going to do shows probably in Milwaukee and Chicago, and maybe even Indianapolis, right around the time of the DNC. The convention, the Democratic convention, either before or after. We're probably going to do it before. We got to line up venues and all that stuff, but we'll make that happen. Also, we are going to do a Progressive Comedy Tour show in Los Angeles in December.
Yes, we are. Yeah, details for that will be announced very soon. But some of y'all were like, let's do an LA show where it's just you guys stretching your wings. So we're going to do that.
Yeah. And
we'll
again,
probably have some fun guests on that too.
Make sure you follow both of us on social media and go. We put the ticket links up on both of our websites, ronplacone.com and grahamelwood.com.
Go there directly. Don't mess around. At Ron Placone, at Graham Elwood. You know the drill.
You know the drill, everybody. Come on now. The K-Line report. Boom. Shave your knuckles for justice. Ron was in college in 2004.
Yes.
Did Michael Moore bribe you with ramen noodles like his Citizen Uprising film?
I ate a lot of ramen noodles. I don't know. Michael Moore was never involved to my knowledge, but I ate a lot of ramen noodles in college.
I ate a lot of ramen. I ate a lot of mac and cheese.
Oh, macaroni and cheese was like a food group. Oh, yeah. I don't know how.
I would just eat a whole bowl of it.
Yeah.
Just sit there with the thing in front of the TV.
It's like that 18 to 22. Like you're sort of invincible in a way. You're just like, your body's just like, okay. Yeah, that's food and it tastes good. Cool.
And I never was a coffee guy, but I would drink Mountain Dew. Like that's how I would stay awake for exams or papers or whatever. I drink Mountain Dew.
I didn't get into coffee until right after college.
Man.
Yeah.
I never have done coffee. Never been a coffee guy.
You're missing out.
No,
it's great. No, you're really not.
Oh, it's horrifying. I see what you go through every morning. All right, let's see if we missed any of the other okay. Let's see, did we miss any of the other?
There's one. Yellow one.
If there was a $2 one, because those don't show up there.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Luke S. Shave your knuckles for justice. Last warmongering president was Carter. Thoughts? Last non-warmongering president.
Which is true. Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah, and it does suck. And even then, as Carter did so many good things, he put, they still had Zbigniew Brzezinski, who kind of helped.
Yeah, the whole neoliberal era didn't start exclusively with Reagan. There was a little bit of like it rearing its ugly head during Carter too. So.
Yeah, I mean, Zbigniew Brzezinski helped sort of push the Russian invasion into Afghanistan. So that happened under Carter, and Zbigniew Brzezinski. There's some stuff. So overall, yes, Carter was anti-war, was the last war. He was not a warmonger. Yeah, it's true. It's brutal. Every president since has been war, and it's why we're where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
As Chris Hedges says, we've been going through a 4 decades long corporate coup. That's what's been happening. So, Costello West, boom. Don't support Disney. Lose the shirt, Graham. I know it's a tough. I love the Marvel movies, and I know they're owned by Disney.
Yeah, they're owned by Disney now.
It's brutal. I know. I got this for what it's worth. I got this at like a Target or something for $10. So
well, and Disney was going to go bankrupt otherwise.
I know.
They were about to throw in the towel. Then you got this shirt, probably before Disney owned them. But they had the foresight, and Disney was like, "We're buying them now," because Graham Elwood bought a T-shirt.
I know.
They sniffed it out.
I'm such a quandary because as a film nerd, I love the Star Wars movies. I love the Marvel movies, but they're owned by Disney.
Now Disney's involved now.
I know. It's a tough thing, Costello.
Like, how can we ruin this?
I know. It's tough. They're all big corporations now. I mean, even Batman, which I love, is owned by Warner Brothers.
Eventually, it's all just going to be Entertainment Inc.
Yeah.
And by then, you won't even be hearing from us. We'll be outlawed by that point.
Yeah, we will be outlawed. Let's see, did I miss any others? $2 super chatters. Let's scroll.
I think you got a couple up here.
Yeah. But the $2 ones don't show up there.
Yeah, I think you got them.
All right. Oh, that one's gone. Okay. Larry the Truth. Shave your knuckles for justice. Do you think if corporate scumocrats take the White House, do you think we can slowly vote out corporate scumocratics on local, congressional, and state levels? Well, yeah. And here's the thing that I say. And I don't like, obviously, the DNC is still doing its own crap, but I think there is still a chance for Bernie Sanders to get the nomination and have like Tulsi as his VP or Secretary of State or something like that. And again, neither Tulsi or Bernie are perfect candidates. No two ways about it. And nobody gets a free pass. We should ask questions about anybody. But I feel like if Bernie were to get the nomination, a Bernie Tulsi ticket would win. It would be Trump.
Oh, definitely.
We'd win Texas. There's a poll that came out. He would flip a couple red states. In addition to all of the blue states, he would automatically get.
Absolutely. I still do not think any corporate candidate will beat Trump.
No,
I just don't.
No,
and no matter what progressives say on the internet, I don't see any centrist candidate beating Trump.
Right.
So I just don't see that happening. So, to answer that first part of the question, no, I see them losing.
Yeah.
I don't see a candidate. I don't think Kamala can beat Trump. I don't think Liz Warren would beat Trump. Biden would get trounced. It wouldn't even be close. I don't see Beto O'Rourke beating Trump. I don't see, Pete Buttigieg, I don't see him beating Trump. So,
So I don't think a corporate Democrat can beat. What I say though, if Bernie were to win, people are like, well, I always say this, if you were to win, and that's why I still think it's invaluable to really focus on all of our energy and register as a Democrat in whatever state you're in, even if you've never done that before, because it's harder for them to purge your vote if you do an independent, depending on, each state's primary is different, I know. But like, if you were to win, you got to understand then you would have a progressive cabinet. You would have progressive people winning in the state and in the Senates and in the state houses and in the Senate and Congress. And then in the 2022 midterms, after 2 years of him just pushing all this progressive policy through, more progressives would win in the midterms.
Well, and you would have a president who would behave like an FDR. He would go to the people and be like, this is what I want to do. Here's the people in the Senate and Congress that don't want this to happen. What do you want?
Yeah.
And then people are going to be loud. And I say, like, to the local Congress and Senate levels, dude, I'll never get involved on the electoral level of things. It's not for me. But, if you're thinking it's for you, I recommend start local. Run for city council, run for school board, even maybe mayor even. There's a lot to be said for forming local alliances and progressive alliances. And we get to see it on the road. We see what people are doing right in their communities. I've heard about what people are doing nationwide because they email me in terms of municipal broadband and stuff like that. There's still something to be said for really acting locally, forming an alliance, forming a task force, and getting people to run for these seats.
I mean, when Ron and I were in Austin, we met this guy who just lived in Austin, and he got his neighborhood. He was on his neighborhood council, right? Just a neighborhood board or whatever. And he got something like 15,000 signatures, took it to the city of Austin and said, we want a green plan. Like, we want the city of Austin to implement green energy technology citywide. One guy put that together just as a neighborhood.
Yeah.
So that's what we're talking about, the local level. So you bring that many signatures, get a part of it. That's.
There was a guy in Minneapolis last night, and he's supposed to email me more information. They have an organization in Minneapolis that's, funded by government. It's an elected thing. And what they do is when voters come to them, or just any citizen, comes to them, and they have an issue that they're concerned about, and they get other people involved too. Like, say a group of you is concerned about, homeless shelters, or concerned about municipal broadband, or concerned about, there aren't enough recycling bins, whatever it may be. You go to them, and then they see that there's interest. They work on that task for you, and they try to get it done in the city. So, there's something to be said for all that.
Yeah. Humanity D. Shave him for justice. Epstein's not dead. MCC prison closed, not orange. Yeah, it's a thing. And I did that interview with John Kiriakou, where I believe he was either murdered or extracted. And I should address this. So in that interview, I said at the beginning of the interview, I said to John Kiriakou, the ex-CIA guy, and I did there's two video clips of him. In the Epstein one, I said, John, I believe that he was either killed or extracted. What do you think? And John said that a friend called and said, this is the Israelis, right? And John said, this has to be the Israelis. And I took that as, he's just, because I asked if he was murdered or extracted, and he said, this has to be the Israelis. So I took that to mean that he thinks the Israelis had Epstein murdered. That was the title of video I made. John Kiriakou then put on his Facebook page earlier today that that's not what he meant. So I emailed John and said, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to misrepresent you. I don't know why he didn't email me first, and I have not heard back from him. But I changed the title to say that John Kiriakou believes Mossad involved in Epstein's death. So I just wanted to address that. because he put that on his Facebook page, and I know in no way I'm trying to misrepresent anybody, but if you watch the video, you can see how I inferred that. The mistake I made, and I apologize in my letter to John and on his Facebook post, is I should have asked more questions. I'm not a journalist. I've only been doing this 2 years, so I got to get better at asking probing questions. When he said that, I should have said, so are you saying, John, that you think Mossad had Epstein killed? And then he could have clarified that. I didn't ask that question, which is on me. That's my fault.
And hey, to be fair to you, Graham, when you had that video about me and it said comedian claims falling down, greatest movie ever, that was an accurate quote. So you got it right for me. Appreciate that.
So yeah, that's what's up with that. I mean, fucking listen to that shit. Sam Dane, shave your knuckles for justice. Pavlov is sitting at a pub enjoying a pint. The phone rings and he jumps up shouting, "Oh crap, I forgot to feed the dog." Sam, thank you so much for spending money to write jokes on the feed. Very much appreciate that. Sam, we'll see you in Australia.
November
14th, Melbourne, 15th, Adelaide, 17th, Sydney, 22nd, Melbourne. And I'm told
22nd Perth.
Perth, sorry.
Tickets available, ronplacone.com, grahambubble.com.
Tickets are moving at all these.
Get them now.
They might.
Don't wait, Australia.
They might be sold out come November.
Get them now. Don't wait.
Carolina, 1961. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Thanks for paying it forward. You got it. We love paying it forward.
Alexandria, when will you be in Albuquerque? May.
Yes.
We'll be there in May.
We're
more information coming, but May 2020 for sure. Albuquerque will be there.
Yep. As soon as we lock down a venue, we've got some other dates in that area that we're already locked in on at some like casinos or whatever. But we'll have a progressive comedy tour show in Albuquerque, and we will release those dates in May. Before May, obviously, but that's when we will be performing. Annabelle Corley, what's up, Annabelle? Shave your knuckles for justice down under. We'll see you in November. Hi, from my holiday on the beach, New South Wales, Queensland. Ooh, nice. It's early spring. We have wildfires nearby. Sorry to hear that. House is lost. Never this badly this time of year. Fuck climate deniers. Off to watch a spaghetti western.
Let me know how they are.
They're great.
Give me some notes.
I told you they're great, Ryan.
Asking Annabelle.
Oh,
I know you think they're great. I get it.
Annabelle, please tell me you like spaghetti westerns. Please tell me. So I'm gonna buy a Husker Du or a Jayhawks album or whatever.
There you go. Deal.
If you watch a spaghetti western,
you got it.
Annabelle, sorry to hear about the fires. I mean, look, we're coming into the fall in California where I hope we don't break another record like third year in a row.
Oh, yeah.
It's awful. It's awful. And it's all climate change. I mean, unless maybe that people should just rake more like Trump said last year. So
I think in California, that energy company had something to do with it too.
Of course.
Like their negligence was part of some of it, but yeah, I mean, it's all connected.
It's all connected. So it's another reason to get involved and everything. And thanks for supporting us. And we'll see you. Enjoy your holiday. Have fun at the beach. And we'll see you in November. Sam Dean. Boom. Save him for justice, Sammy. Good day. Federal Parliament resumes this week and welfare reform is set to be on the agenda. Welfare recipients have been trialing cashless.
They mean trailing. Trailing cashless debit
cards. Like a trial?
Trialing, yeah, maybe that's...
Okay, cashless debt cards across the country. Is this a good idea? Are you concerned? Cheers. They've been trialing cashless debit cards across the country. Is this a good idea or are you concerned? Boy, I'd have to know a little more information about that, quite honestly, on what the pros and cons are, what the old system was and what this new system is supposed to be doing. It's hard for me to comment on that without I mean...
Yeah, we need a little more info on that too. I mean, if somebody was like, here's a cashless debit card and you can just do whatever you want with it, I'd be like, oh, man.
That's not good. And also, I mean,
I would need to know the details.
Yeah, I need to know the details. Like, can you buy alcohol and cigarettes with it? Like, it should only be used for essentials. I mean, if all that stuff can be separated out, that would be something I would need to know before I answer that question. But thank you, dude. We don't want to miss any more. Boom.
You got those.
Boom.
Got that one.
We got that one. We got, all right. Careforcancer.co. Thank you so much. Do you think the Green Party waiting until next summer to choose a candidate makes their party less viable? Wow, that's a good question. You know, Ron and I were talking about this in the drive. We're like, well, it can't be Jill Stein again, as much as we love her. And this probably takes a lot of toll. She probably doesn't want to do, I don't know. But who would the Green Party candidate be? I don't know. Maybe it's a bad move. Maybe they should be moving more now. Or maybe next summer's the right move because we'll know what the Democrats, what the final.
Yeah, the dust will be settled elsewhere. Yeah, I can kind of see it both ways.
It's interesting. I mean, if you picked I will say this. If you were to pick your candidate now, you could jump and you know, kind of hijack some of the media that the Democratic primary is getting.
Yeah.
And say, well, here's what we think. Last night's Democratic primary, the candidate said this, and this. Here's what the Green Party candidate thinks.
Right. Yeah, I do see value in that. And I kind of feel like with the internet and whatnot, you could kind of start making a dent that way. So
yeah, and it was just announced that the former governor of South Carolina, Sanford, is running against Trump in the primary. Oh. I just saw that on Twitter. I don't know if that's confirmed, but I just saw that on Twitter. So that guy's going to get a lot of press. So I don't know if I was the Green Party, I would jump in there and try to ride it.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. The only thing I heard about someone running against Trump, the last thing I heard, it was that conservative talk radio guy in Chicago, that Joe Walsh guy or whatever, which, you know, that's what we need. Another conservative show host to run against a conservative show host. That's what we.
Right. Limbaugh 2020.
Limbaugh's going to run.
Yeah, that's preposterous. All right. Cameron Foley. Thank you so much for supporting the show. You're making Gotham great again. Nice Op Ivory shirt, Ron.
Thank you very much.
We need a gathering instead. Love. P.S. You've always been essential to the Jimmy Dore Show dynamic, in my opinion. Much love from Maine to you both. Thank you so much.
Very kind to you, Cameron. And that's a great song reference. Thank you very much. There's a really good Op Ivy tribute band in my neighborhood, and I get to see them often. And Jesse Michaels actually lives in LA now. Sometimes I tweet him and invite him to my shows. He's never tweeted me back, but he was the singer of Op Ivy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know that.
He never comes to.
No. Lee Van Cleef is in a lot of the spaghetti westerns. Just in case you want to know. Also, Eli Wallach is in some of them.
Yeah.
From The Godfather. Anyway, 343 people watching, 175 likes. Hit the like button. Get those likes up to the number of viewers. Jedi Mullet 77. Shave your knuckles for justice, Jedi. True story. I hated Reagan. He always had to interrupt the A-Team to talk about the Star Wars project. I remember thinking, what does Luke Skywalker have to do with this? I was 8. Yeah, I remember that Star Wars thing. Yeah, I know. And that was a crazy spending money on nukes because of the big bad Soviet Union. So give you a little context. The early 80s was the height of global defense spending. All countries, communist, whatever, was the height of global defense spending. And we're at a low of global defense spending, which is why, well, the last time the biggest low was right before 9/11. Weird coincidence. And so that is why we are pushing this Russia thing, is we need another Cold War, because it means we got to get nukes. All of our allies got to get nukes. All of Russia's allies got to get nukes. It's just the con game of the defense industry that just wants everybody to buy a gun because it benefits them. They don't care about the outcome.
Smedley Butler.
Smedley Butler. War's a racket. See, I gotta hold on. I'm gonna bring up this other one because there's a better interface that shows all of them.
Yeah, just the YouTube one.
Yeah, it shows all of the bam. It shows all of the super chats. So we have to scroll through and find the $2 ones that don't always show up. And you gotta go old school. A bunch of things. The new interface I do not like.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Not a fan of it all. Not a fan at all. But Guys, we got over 52,000 subscribers to the channel, which is great. Now they started throttling me again. They've unsubscribed people again. I watched the subscriber number drop. So please make sure you've subscribed, even if you've done it a million times before, because it's it is a pain in the ass. I think it's analytics, right? No, that's this one.
Where's the? Can't you go to like just the? Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Okay. Here we go. Here are the ones we missed. Let's make sure we got all of these. Okay. Did that.
Yeah.
We got all these.
Natural Progressive. Thank you for your environment coverage.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah, I've been trying to do at least one environmental, one climate change video a week, sometimes more. Even if they don't get that many views, I don't care. I'm going to keep covering it. That's what I want to talk about. So I'm gonna cover that as much as I can. There's that one. Thanks for paying it forward.
What point on Star Wars do you and Ron differ on most? Like the movie Star Wars.
I'm assuming.
We've never really talked shop on Star Wars.
Well, what do you think?
Well,
now's the time.
Well, I mean, I enjoy it. I mean, I'm not like. I mean, I.
What's your favorite one?
Ooh, jeez.
Did you like the prequels?
No.
Good.
I thought episode 3 was okay. I thought episodes 1 and 2 were painful.
Horrible.
Yeah, they were pretty painful. I thought episode 3 was okay. I thought when they showed the way he became Vader, I thought that was neat. I thought it was well done. Mm-hmm. I mean, part of it could have been that the first 2 were just such a letdown that the third one, just being a competent movie, I was like, wow, that was great.
Right.
But I did like the third one. And then, 4 through 6 are classic and great. And the newer stuff, everything I've seen, I enjoyed. I liked the Solo story. I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
I thought it was well done. I like what they did with the character. So yeah, I mean, I know some Star Wars fans, they have very strong opinions on everything that comes out. And I can't really, hold a candle to that. I mean, I respect it, but I'm not like, I'm just like, oh, I dug it. I thought the story was good. I liked it. And that's,
Yeah, I agree with a lot of that. I mean, if I were to get into the weeds, I could really, nitpick the shit out of that. But, listen to Comedy Film Nerds. That's what that's for. Andrew Dwyer, come to Boston. Love to see you both live with Jimmy. Boom.
We'll be back.
We'll be
back to Boston. That's a promise.
Balthazar 228, what's up, dude? It was great meeting you in New York City. I just want to say this real quick. Last night and every night, I meet people. Ron and I meet people that come to both of our live chats, and it's so awesome to meet you in person. You come and watch our live chats, and you support what we do, and then you come to our live shows. It's really awesome to put a face to this screen name. It's really cool. So Balthazar 228, heavy Clinton accent. Please take off glasses. You're about to be taken off suicide watch. Damn, that joke killed in the cell. Nice. Humanity D. Thank you. Thank you. Epstein doesn't serve time. Extracted. Yes. Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Balthazar asked, will we take a wrong turn in Albuquerque? Love it.
Love it. Thanks for the joke. Freedom Tried. Love you two together. When are you coming to NorCal?
February 29th, we'll be in San Francisco, and we're trying to be in Sacramento the night before. We're working on confirming that.
Yeah, the 29th will be at the same place we were at last time.
Neck of the Woods in San Francisco. We're coming back. Tickets will be available soon, and we're trying to be in Albuquerque. We're trying to be in Sacramento the night before.
It's almost definitive we're going to be in Sacramento the night before. The last venue we did, we outgrew it, so we're finding a bigger venue in Sacramento. But we'll have ticket links up. 28 Sacramento, 29 San Francisco of February.
Yes.
See you then.
Leap year.
Leap year show.
It's exciting.
Cameron Foley. Oh, we already did that one. Balthazar 228. Green Party should just pick a Jagoff nightclub comedian plus an actress ticket. Has anyone pitched Jimmy and Susan? They already claimed to sway the election.
Well, I can't speak for Susan Sarandon, but I know Jimmy has no interest in running. He has said that many times.
I would run with Susan Sarandon.
You'd run with her?
Yeah, I would.
There you go.
I'd be her VP. Sarandon Elwood.
Sarandon Elwood, yeah.
Whatever. I'm down with whatever. Susan Sarandon wants to run. I'll run with her.
Do it, man.
mean, my policy is going to be pretty crazy.
I mean, just campaign around tour schedule.
Yeah. I mean, my number one platform would be jailing the ruling class pedophiles. It's been a pretty tough platform. James P.W. Martin. Boom. Shave them, James. Any and all Epstein co-conspirators were granted immunity in the 2006 deal, so they will never be arrested. There's nothing we can do to stop them. Yeah, that's a sad reality, James. This opening it up and unsealing the documents on August 9th, weird coincidence, he was found dead the next day. It leaves me there is a sliver in there to really prosecute if they wanted to. But as you're pointing out, and you're making a great point, that's all about covering it up. And the media's already, it's now September. They're barely talking about it. Like me and a handful of other people are the only ones talking about it. So I fear that you're right. Sam Dean, Shaving for Justice. Let's try again. So if you have no job and need assistance, you'll get a card so you can't withdraw money for drugs. It doesn't work for ciggies and booze, and selling it is a felony. Thoughts, pros, cons. Okay. Well, I think it's good then if what you're saying is before they were withdrawing, the people getting the welfare cards were pulling money out and then they could buy drugs or wherever else. Then yeah, I'm good if it's monitored just for basic necessities, because that's what welfare should help you do. Basic necessities: food, clothing, shelter. So if that's what it's doing, then I guess I'm in favor of it. Right?
Yeah, I mean, that's what welfare is supposed to do. Again, this is my first time hearing about this program via 2 Super Chat comments, so I don't have much to say about it one way or another. But,
it's good to know. Balthazar 228, making Gotham great again. Can we get an hour of Graham and Ron perform computer surgery?
That'd be quite a show. It would just be a really long blooper reel of like the same shit over and over. Just like, are we in the right? No, this is the wrong. This is the bad window.
We should just. How come that didn't open up?
I'm gonna check Twitter. I don't know what else to do.
That would be fun. 2 guys bumbling around with technology. Boy, that sounds like that's an exciting hour.
Sucks. I don't know.
That's an exciting hour. That is so exciting. Oh my God. I can't wait for all of that. All right. Where's the other one? Well, I can't. Jeez. MIT took donation from Epstein as well. Yeah, I just heard about that. Somebody sent me some information on that. Natural Progressive, check out her channel. She's got a cool show and they do a live stream. They always talk about climate change. So please check that out. Brian McManus, boom. I second the recommendation of Husker Du. The Candy Apple Gray album is a personal favorite. Thanks for doing this. Keep up the good work, guys.
Good call, Brian. Absolutely. And we were just in Minneapolis. Husker Du, another great Minneapolis band.
I know. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I just know the name.
When we walked into the bar in Minneapolis, the Replacements were playing, and I felt really good.
Yeah, let's see how that lighting works. There's a little better lighting because the sun's starting to set.
Yeah.
We got to go.
We do have to go very soon.
Very soon because the Bernie rally's at 5:30. Healingfreenaturally.com. Boom. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Fasting for 3 weeks repairs tooth cavities.
Really?
I didn't know that.
Interesting.
So what do you just have water? Obviously you got to have water. You can't go 3 weeks without water.
Well, yeah, water. And then I think the way like those fasts work is you can have kind of non-calorie type stuff. So you can have like tea, coffee,
juice. You gotta have
I don't know about juice. Yeah. I don't know exactly how it all works, but anyway.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to see.
I'm too scared to do something like that.
Hit the like button, you guys. 367 watching, 232 likes. Like button, like it up, like it up. Going to advise against Albuquerque Chicken Shack. Well, that's good to know since we're
Is that
both
a band?
Their stuff's too derivative, man. You know?
They're really trying too hard to be Husker Du, man. Albuquerque, they came like later in the aughts, and it's really just lame, man. Like that.
Yeah, I don't like their new stuff at all. Sean Cobb, boom.
Railroader from Chicago, right on. 17 10-year plus guys got the boot since, and more to come. Oh, that's lame. I've gathered tons to hand you about the corrupt union sellout to unsourced replacements, but I failed to get outsourced replacements, but I failed to get your email. Go to grahamelwood.com.
Yeah, if you go to grahamelwood.com, you can email me right through there. And I get a lot of emails, and I try to answer as many as I can. So if I don't get to you immediately, don't be offended. I get a lot of emails, so I try to answer them. And I cannot cover all of them, but I will absolutely try. Humanity, can you fit a show in Newcastle after Sydney? Probably no.
Probably not. Yeah, I think we're pretty locked in.
We're pretty locked in, and it was like we were trying to find a venue up in Brisbane, but we just couldn't figure that out. So those are the shows we've got. Those 4: Melbourne, Adelaide, Sydney, and Perth.
So make your plans.
Yeah, do it. Come on down or up or wherever you're from. Oopsie. Dem leadership wants to lose the presidential in 2020. I wouldn't be.
Winning is certainly not their first priority.
No, it's not.
They've made that abundantly clear. There's no disputing.
Look, there's a lot of money to be made, and Trump's bad. Resist Trump.
Mm-hmm.
They lose money if they go. If the progressives take over the party, they lose their gravy train. It's over. They still keep all their donor money and don't have to do a freaking thing to their base. There's no other expiration of the stupid things. Explanation. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. It's so obvious. They keep doing. They did it in 2016. They would rather lose to Republicans than let progressives take over the party.
Mm-hmm.
Annabelle Corley, what's up, Annabelle? We're living in crazy times when Pam Anderson is making the most sense. I know,
yeah,
man.
They call it The View because at the end of the day, they all share the same one. And if someone has a different one, they just gang up on them. And that was what it was. It was, I guess, was it 4 or 5?
Yeah.
4 against 1.
Yeah.
When it came to Assange, and then they were cutting her off. And
right. It's preposterous. And I would ask all those women on The View that don't agree with that to read Susie Dawson's letter that Susie wrote, saying, Susie wrote, and I give her so much credit for this. She's like, I'm a rape survivor, and I'm so tired of these false accusations about sexual assault against Julian Assange to be used. And I'm not doing her letter justice. It's very well thought out. It's very amazing. Caitlin Johnstone wrote a similar thing. The Susie Dawson letter got 300 and some signatures. 107 of those signatures were survivors. And he was never even charged by the Swedish government. There was just an accusation and an investigation. He was never even charged. And then the fact that the judge ruled recently, the DNC was trying to sue Julian Assange and WikiLeaks. And I did a video on this. A judge ruled that actually WikiLeaks is a publication and he is a journalist.
Yeah, well, and you know what? When you watch that clip that Annabelle referenced, you'll notice one glaring thing. Meghan McCain needs to read things off a sheet that somebody else probably wrote for her that are hack talking points that have been around since 2015, 2016. Pam Anderson was just talking from her experience and talking from her own principles. She did not have a note sheet in front of her because she did not need one. So
there you go.
There you go.
Jedi Mullet 77.
Visit Los Palos Hermanos in Albuquerque. I went to the house last time I was in Albuquerque.
Really?
I did. The people that are there, they do not really care for it much. But if you're kind of just, polite, and I was very polite, like they're sitting out reading their paper, and they're like, you can take a picture, just please stay across the street. And I said, thank you very much. I took a picture, and I said, thank you again. And they said, have a nice day. And I said, have a nice day. So, as long as you're not like real intrusive, they're okay with it. But I did get a picture of the Breaking Bad house.
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to start my own.
Well, I already got it, so I don't need another one.
I'm going to start my own meth lab.
Get a picture of that.
Yeah.
But this is the same place where they filmed it.
I'm going to buy an RV in Albuquerque, and Ron and I are going to
how else are we going to tour that?
Yeah. And
we need an RV, naturally.
To promote the tour.
If merch sales are low, we got to do something.
If tickets and merch are low, we got to sell meth. It's not our fault. Don't blame us. Balthazar 228.
We're doing it for the family.
Yeah. Not our family, but that religious group.
The one
that pays for the prayer breakfast. Balthazar
use promo code 303
Joe Biden 33. Oh, and then he bows his head because he's defeated.
My time's up.
2 comedians walk into a Minneapolis bar.
And had a fun show.
Also great last night. The staff was great. The fans were great. The meet and greet.
Shout out to Josh and everybody at the Underground Tavern in Club Underground at Spring Street Tavern.
Great.
There we go.
Good
Got
times.
it all out.
Balzar228, fasting for 3 weeks sounds like a
Slow.
Thanks. Kilkenny B, thank you.
Fasting means only drinking water. Okay, I know some people that have done it differently, but hey, I don't know. I've never really done it.
All right, sorry. I know we need a moderator. This is starting to happen again. Here we go. We're gonna just dump a bunch of people. There's a bunch of trolls. Sorry about that, guy. I know I need a moderator. I gotta find the right person. So thank you for bringing that to my attention, and I apologize.
Man, I hope you two do a YouTube RV tour.
Yeah.
What if we could get an RV where we could stream?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
You guys post clips of your live shows? Not really, no, because we don't want to burn our stand-up material.
Yeah, our tour is a stand-up tour. If anyone didn't realize it, like we both do 45 minutes of stand-up, and some other quirky, fun bells and whistle things, but it's mostly a stand-up tour. That's my alarm to let us know it's 5 p.m.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Thank God we have that, because I couldn't see the clock right in the corner of the computer.
Well, just in case.
Just in case. I get it. Thank you, Nation for Progressive. I just blocked a bunch of people. Sam Dean, thank you. Shave them. Regarding debit cards, if addiction is a disease, then this is like stopping a sick person from getting their medication, right? Driving them to crime. Yes. Well, that's a valid point to bring up. So I think then if you're going to do that, then there needs to be programs dealing with. There needs to be able to get help. There should be government-funded rehab centers. Like that, if that's the case, then you're right,
and that should be the case everywhere.
Yeah, that should be the
case everywhere.
We should
here in the United States, we treat people like that like criminals, and we throw them in jail. People that have addiction problems that need help, we throw them in jail. That's what we do.
Yes, so that's a valid point. So in addition to the preventing people from getting cash, then who are addicts, you need to then have drug treatment available to them. So that's a bigger issue than just the card. That's what I think. Zach Sevens CH or whatever, missed origin story of the shaving your knuckles. I do this every week. So sometime last year, somebody did a super chat and I just punched the screen like that. And you can see all my hair. And I was like, wow, I got hairy knuckles. I should shave them. I was like, God, shave them for justice. That's it. That's all it means. There's no other story behind that. So that's all I've got. So that's the reason why. That's what that means. Brian McManus, I volunteer to moderate. All right, Brian, shave your knuckles for justice. I'll figure out the moderator thing, because I don't want to just it's a trick. I don't want to just anyone says, oh, fuck this or fuck Trump or fuck the DNC and they get blocked or whatever. I want to have debates. You can have debates. I always say it's got to be polite. If you start saying fuck you or you're an idiot or a retard or whatever, if any of that shit moron starts, then get blocked. And obviously the trolls just saying crazy offensive shit. We want to get that out of there. But I got to find the right moderator. I will consider it, Brian. Thank you for the offer. Humanity D. I signed Susie's letter as a survivor. So did Pamela A. Right on. I signed it as well. Thank you for signing that letter and tell us about that. HealingThingsNaturally.com. How much money would you need to run for president?
$1,000 a month.
No, Andrew Yang. We'll need more than that. How much? I mean, you're talking about to really get your name out there, you need hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
I mean, the minimum that I would even consider would be like $200-300 million, if not more. If somebody came, like a billionaire,
so get on it, super chat.
Yeah, somebody do $100 million super chat, and then I can run for president. Yeah, it would need a billionaire, and since my whole platform would be attacking them, I don't know that they're really going to be willing to support me. I don't know. That's it. Balthazar 228. Harry Knuckles was a two-bit thug in Chicago who murdered Graham's parents after their performance
causing him to dress up and fight crime.
So you just gave me the Bruce Wayne origin story.
There you go. No, that's the real origin story. That's the one you got to go with from now on.
Yeah, we went to go see Zorro.
Naturally.
And Harry Knuckles killed my parents, and I had to do that. Pals are very funny.
And the best part was Harry Knuckles was doing crime because he couldn't afford his medical bills. So that's why. That's why you're from Medicare for All.
Sam Dean. So you make the card. Suddenly they can't get money. They have to do the crime. They're caught immediately. Then we basically sell them to prison. Yeah, no, that's the point we just made, Sam, is if you're going to do that card, you have to have drug treatment available in addition to the card. Otherwise, it will do exactly what you're talking about. Here's the card. Then they commit the crime. They're back in, excuse me, they're back in the prison system, which is awful. So healingteethnaturally.com, Healing Teeth Naturally. Thank you so much. Well, folks, that's the show. We got to run. Humanity, the winning strategy is the Pied Piper strategy. Right on.
Clearly, long success rate.
Great success rate. Thank you so much. Elwood Placone 2020. You got it.
That'll be $300 million, please.
And as Andrew Sweet says, the addict needs to be ready for the treatment. Yeah. You got to get the addict, but you have to have it available to them. You if you're giving people welfare, they have to be and even with all that, they might still not want to do it. Agent Addict, thank you so much. Well, let me go through all the thank yous, everybody. I really appreciate it. We had 357 watching, 276. Hit the like button, like it up, share this stream. I just want to thank everybody. Krillin876, JJ Fording, Poor Soul Solutions, Making Gotham Great Again. Thank you so much. Jedi Mullet 77, Jedi Mullet 77 again. Virtuoso, Citizens Media TV, Engine Addict, Danny O'Brien, Engine Addict again, Frank Friel, Natural Progressive, K-Line Report, Larry the Truth, Jedi Mullet 77, Engine Addict again, Luke S., Costello S., K-Line Report, Alexandria M., Larry the Truth, Carolina 1961, Sam Dean, Humanitarian D, Jedi Mullet 77, Annabelle Corley, J. McG, Andrew Dwyer, Sam Dean, Balthazar 228, Humanitarian D, CureForCancer.co, Balthazar 228, boom, Freedom Tribe, Cameron Foley, Balthazar 228, James P.W. Martin,
Sam Dean, Balthazar, Brian McManus, HealingTeethNaturally.com, Sean Cobb, Humanity D, Oopsie, Annabelle Corley, Jedi Mullet, Balthazar, Kill Kenny B, Healing Teeth Naturally, The Natural Progressive, Sam Dean, Zach 7, Brian McManus, Humanity D, Healing Teeth Naturally, Balthazar, Sam Dean, Healing Teeth Naturally, Humanity D, Engine Addict, Natural Progressive, White Brain Studios.
Natural Progressive, just so you know, Merd was trolling the trolls. All right, good to know. White Brain Studios, we love you, Graham. Keep it up. Thank you all so much. We're going to go to the Bernie rally. You're all fantastic. Not a term. Thank you so much for watching. Next Sunday, I will do regular time, 3 o'clock Pacific time. Thursday, the 12th, I will go live immediately following the Democratic debates. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Ron Placone. Check out our tour dates, GrahamElwood.com and RonPlacone.com. You all are fantastic.
Peace.
Much love, vigilantes, and the stream. Shave it for justice. Making Gotham great again. Boom, boom, boom.